So it's time to end these forever wars.
Long past time we end the forever wars, which have cost us untold blood and treasure. I've long argued that we should bring home the vast majority of our
There's a pause there because he's reading this off a teleprompter. He's basically hanging on to the teleprompter with every
from the wars in Afghanistan
inch of his might.
And narrowly focus on our mission to deal with Al-Qaeda and ISIS in the region. And we should end our support for the Saudi-led war in Yemen. And we should end our support for the Saudi-led war in Yemen. And we should end our support for the Saudi-led war in Yemen.
Now, I have very little hope for a Joe Biden administration, but there are some times when he sides with the oppressed and the underdog. There are times when he does. In the Ahmaud Arbery case, he said rightfully that it was a lynching. So at times he sides with the oppressed and the underdog and the victims. So perhaps Joe Biden actually sees this genocide that's going on in Yemen for precisely what it is. Patrick Leahy and Bernie Sanders had tried to stop it. They spoke out against it. You had the House Democrats that actually voted to stop the war, to stop the genocide in Yemen, and Donald Trump vetoed the damn thing. And I'm very, not optimistic that Biden, in spite of that, wonderful beginning with all those, executive orders, he's got, wonderful beginning, right? Revoke the Keystone Pipeline, rejoin the Paris Climate Accords. You got, Save the Dreamers. He restored DACA. That's fantastic. Rejoin WHO with Fauci as the ambassador. He's going to stop the construction of the border wall. These are all fantastic things. What a fantastic beginning. He can also do in the Saudi-led war in Yemen. It's actually the American war in Yemen. And the reason why I would be shocked if Joe Biden would end this war is because Barack Obama and Joe Biden were the ones in power when the war began. They were the ones that started the war. Joe Biden was vice president in March 2015. This war in Yemen has been going on for 5 years. 5 years. And so what did Obama and Joe do? Well, they gave the Saudis a bunch of fuel and intelligence and $115 billion arms deal. That was Barack Obama. That's the Democrats. And then Donald Trump is going to do the same shit, $500 billion arms deal. And that's Raytheon. And that's Lloyd Austin III. That's the defense secretary right now. And what kills the Yemenis the most is the aerial bombing. We also got U.S. sanctions that's destroying the nation. Can't even get food into the Houthis. And since the aerial bombing kills most of the people who are killed in Yemen, that's our bombs, that's our weapons, that's our planes. We give Saudi Arabia Abrams tanks. We give Saudi Arabia F-15 planes. We give them cluster bombs. So to stop the sales, the arms sales, not enough. We are doing the fuel. We are refueling them in the air, airborne refuels. So we're giving them all the weapons, all the go-ahead. Our veto in the United Nations, we're giving them cover. We're financing, we're supporting this in everything except for being the one that actually pulls the trigger. This is an American war on Yemen because it's bipartisan. Joe and Barack Obama, Donald and Mike Pence, and now Joe Biden again. He's going to get out of the war that he started. That would be a good idea. Actually, Joe Biden should get out of all the wars that he started. The Iraq war, we could actually just begin with that. We're still occupying Iraq and 150 other nations. We're an empire. You remember when Saudi Arabia attacked us on 9/11?
It's hurting.
The two-party system has actually collapsed in American history twice, so I don't think we're stuck with just a two-party system forever and ever. But you're going to have 233,000 people that have been killed. Nearly 250,000 people have been murdered, have been killed in Yemen. It's the Houthis, and they call them the rebels, but they're the ones that's controlling the government and keeping the lights on and whatnot. I had thought it would be 425,000 because it was 85,000 starved to death, 5 years ago. So 85,000 times 5, that's 425,000. Even if you You know, go with the lower estimate, that's 233,000. And then 11 kids were recently killed. This is in a nation that's greater than 24 million. Yemen has more than 24 million people there. That's 4 times bigger than the population of Colorado. We got 6 million times, so multiply Colorado by 4, and that's how many people are in Yemen right now that are on the brink of starvation. We're about to wipe out an entire nation, entire generation. So Joe says he's going to end the forever wars. He read it off the teleprompter, so I don't know the level of his sincerity. He says he wants to end the support for the Saudi-led war in Yemen. He's saying all the right things to stop the arms sale. That's not enough. We need to do more than that. I mean, my God, billions and billions of dollars. Yeah, let's just stop doing that. That's the very least of what we got to do. But this is, Barack Obama overthrew Honduran government in 2009. That was a coup d'etat. Libya, 2011, that was a war that Barack Obama started. He was Mr. Drone Striker. He continued all the wars. He got the combat troops out, but we're still occupying all the same places, and he expanded the empire. Obama was an imperial president. So Joe Biden said, let's get out of the Saudi-led war in Yemen, and he could do that by executive order. So we got a fantastic start, right? We're saving the dream. We're stopping the border wall. We're doing a lot of good stuff, right? We rejoined the World Health Organization. We got rid of the 1776 Commission. We rejoined the Paris Climate Accords. We revoked the Keystone Pipeline permit. This is fantastic. We're saving the dreamers. Now let's save the people of Yemen. The United States is on the wrong side of history when it comes to Yemen, and I don't really, I don't know why we intervene in a lot of the shit that we intervene in, but I do know that Yemen is bullshit. Yemen is bullshit, and we need to end the war in Yemen right now. So, let's see if, what's his face? I mean, Raytheon, they got to answer for this. Raytheon has to answer for this, but this is bipartisan consensus with the arms sales to Saudi Arabia. Remember when Saudi Arabia attacked us on 9/11? And then we attacked Afghanistan, Iraq, and Iran, and North Korea, and whoever, everybody else but Saudi Arabia. Remember that? Remember when Saudi Arabia attacked us on 9/11 and we flew the bin Ladens out, made sure the bin Ladens got out safely? I heard the Saudi Arabian government financed the 9/11 terrorists. 15 of the 19 hijackers are Saudi Arabian. I want to say 3 were United Arab Emirates, and then 1 was Egyptian. Maybe 1 was Lebanese or something, I don't know. But, yeah, I'm sick of the war in Yemen, so let's stop the American war in Yemen today, right now.